Hey guys, we're back with more Chex Quest. This is the second level, which is a storage facility. Something I didn't mention in the first video, mostly because the first level is really short and I didn't have a lot of time, was I'm going to be playing this game on maximum difficulty. This actually isn't live. This was pre-recorded, and then I'm playing it back and doing commentary over it. When you play on maximum difficulty, the enemies will actually continue to respawn, and more will teleport in over time. So you'll hear this this portal type sound, and you'll see maybe like a portal appear, and that'll mean that more enemies are spawning. It makes the game quite a bit more difficult, but generally it's not too hard to manage. This is going to be a new weapon right here. This is the phasing Zorcher, I believe. I think I mentioned this in my other video, but because this game is supposed to be kid-friendly, you're sending the enemies back to their own dimension rather than killing them. That's what the box says. So, you know, take that as you will. But this weapon is better at sending the enemies back to their own dimension, we'll say. It's a wonderful running downstairs noise. At any rate, this video is probably going to show off some more of the weapons, because I think there are several new weapons you can get on this level. And this level is also going to show off a game mechanic that is common to pretty much all the levels, and that is getting keys and backtracking. Like a lot of classic games, you're going to be looking through rooms, searching for a key that will open a door, which in turn will have another key to open another door, etc. And to be honest, it's really not as irritating as it sounds. Most of the levels are set up well enough that you're not going to be wandering around trying to figure out where to go, you know. They're usually fairly straightforward, and because the game, you know, the combat's pretty fun. I mean, it's a classic FPS, just hold down the trigger and kill everything on the screen, or send everything on the screen back to its own dimension, rather. It's never too much of a hassle. So if, during these videos, there are probably going to be some points. See, that guy right there just teleported in. You see that little portal right there and heard the sound. That means that enemies are teleporting. So as I was saying, in these videos, there are going to be times when I'm running along the walls and you're going to hear this sound. That's me pressing activate or use on the walls, because this game actually has a fair amount of hidden passages and that sort of thing that a lot of times have very good items in them. Unfortunately, when I was playing this as a kid, I knew most of the secret passages, but I'd forgotten a lot of them, so I know for a fact that there's at least one on this level that I missed that has a secret weapon in it that is probably the most powerful weapon in the game. It's capable of even killing the final boss in one hit. But we'll get to that when we get to the final boss. At any rate, I tried to show, you know, quite a few of the secret areas in this game. Now, this weapon right here is basically going to be your rocket launcher. It's going to hit multiple enemies, and if you fire it from too close, it's actually going to do damage to you, which I think I end up doing right here, because that guy traps me. So yeah, you can see it's fairly powerful as well. The spoon is actually your knife, but it's not the best weapon, because you have to get in really close, and you're probably going to get killed if you actually try and use it. So you'll notice on my status bar on the bottom, I've got the basic things from an FPS, I guess. There's health and armor, which are self-explanatory. The Zorch is actually your ammunition. And then next to the armor, there are an indicator that shows what keys I have. And then, of course, next to that, they don't ever want to have you forget that you're playing a game that was made by Chex. Because in the end, you know, it's about getting kids to want more Chex, right? For instance, right here, when I mentioned about secret passages, I hit a switch, and I knew there was a secret passage that opened around here somewhere. I just couldn't remember where it was, and it turned out it was right here. Just going to give me more ammo for this, which is always a good thing. That jetpack looking thing right there is Zorch Pack. Tells you the name in the top left corner when you pick it up. That's actually going to give you a little bit of ammo with every weapon you're using, so it makes it a very good pickup. The majority of the weapons do have their own ammo types, although a couple of them use the same kind, like for instance the what would be the pistol, which I don't think I end up using at all past the first episode because it's not a very good weapon. That and what would basically be your submachine gun, which I've used a couple times. Not this weapon, but the other full auto weapon. Those share the same ammo type. Something to note about this game, because it was supposed to be for somewhat younger children, it doesn't ever get too difficult. You're usually... Let me put it this way, if you know where to go, you're not going to have a problem beating this game, even on maximum difficulty. The problem happens when you don't know where you're going and you end up wandering around a lot. And on maximum difficulty, that's a problem because the enemies keep respawning, and eventually you're going to run out of ammo. Because if you're, being somewhat conservative with how much ammo you use, and you're taking a fairly straightforward path, you're never really going to be in danger of running out of ammo or anything like that. But I think when I played through this, I think it was like the 4th level, not the next one, but the one after, where I got seriously lost and almost ended up dying and running out of ammo because I couldn't remember where to go. But again, we'll get to that when when we get to it. So this is going to be the end of episode 2, and I will see you guys in episode 3. Thanks.